Barry, a much happier start to the new year than the end to the old one.
Yes, obviously it was a disappointing result last week, and we bounced back well, and we looked a proper team today. We looked counter pressing was so good today. I think we passed the ball quickly, and we showed a real intent. And I think it was a good reaction from the last game, and the players have been. That's what's expected here, you know. We let the fans down last week, and we made up for them today.
A change of shape, and the team looked more comfortable in that shape.
Yeah, I mean, we can talk a lot about shapes and systems, and we've changed in games quite a lot during the season. We've went to 4 quite a bit actually in games, but we actually started with it today. And I think, yeah, it was the right thing to do. Obviously, I'd watched Ross County, and they were like a 4-2-2-2. They were a bit of a box in the middle of the pitch against Hearts. So I knew sitting with 2 centre midfield players and then 3 playing between the lines would have caught them out a wee bit, and it freed up Boyan. So I knew that could help us as well. But it's more about getting that. As I said, counter press, the key actions, the things the things that we practice every day in the training pitch is getting that right, and that's what makes you the team we are. And to be fair, we've not had a lot of that on the training pitch this year. To be fair to the players, we've not had a lot of that.
Connor Barden back in the sides, very pivotal. Dante Polvara, very good. Jack McKenzie, excellent. The boys that you brought in all produced the goods for you, didn't they?
Yeah, and listen, it's not so long ago the boys they played against Frankfurt and beat Eintracht Frankfurt. These boys, and they've been great, and they're really, really pushing me now. And I think for me the biggest learning curve has been when you're fighting out in Europe and you're fighting out in the league. And obviously we've had a cup run where we got to a cup final. It's trying to get that balance right of the players and the rotations and who you put in here and that's been difficult, and that's been a learning curve for myself and all the staff, Steve, all of us, and that's what we've tried to manage and get better at as we've went. And I think today we always knew it was going to be a difficult but first half of the season. I knew that, we all knew that, and we've been 7 days a week, a lot of travelling, and as you said, fighting out, and things I could have done better, and definitely that's something I'll be looking at as well. And I think we've got 2 out of 4 games in hand now to try and fight us and get us back up a league. But the boys can be done with a few days rest after that. I think some of them have played about 28, 29 games already, so they'll need that break.
Jamie McGrath with a couple of goals, Leighton Clarkson looking much better up the top end of the pitch, and then Boyan with his 15th of the season. That's a hell of a return, isn't it, at this stage for a striker?
Yeah, he's been great, and obviously we try and create chances as a team, and I think we've been good at that. We've scored a few goals. Obviously we need to be a bit better at keeping the back door shut. We maybe go a bit too gung-ho at times. And it suits Boyan, and he's been scoring goals. I think Jamie McGrath scored the right few goals as well now, and we thought we would move Leighton up a bit today, and we put Connor Barron in, and it suited him, but there's times that we have jumped him up into that area where it suited Leighton. So listen, I thought Dante Polvara was outstanding. I thought the captain Graham Shinney played a real role, and for me, the biggest part was to get that win for the fans, and what we need to do now is where we'll get better is when we start getting better on the training pitch, and we're going to have a chance to do that. We can learn from all the hardships and the travelling and the games and the rotations, and we're going to learn for that. We'll all learn for that, and we just need to start motoring up the league now.
And talking to the fans, what a backing you got from these 2,200 travelling supporters today.
It's always been the same with me, I think, and I think there is a lot of noise in football, but it's always been good noise for me here. And listen, if you get frustrated with me in games, and I get it, I've been here a million times, I understand. We're here to try and do well, and we're here to try and get us back to Europe again, and obviously we've enjoyed that European run, but it's get our heads down time. Get players a wee break, get on this training pitch and start taking us up the league.
One final thing, it is January now, the window has opened. You probably won't get as much rest as you would like to get between now and the resumption of hostilities. Have you any plans, both incoming or outgoing, over this window?
I think what we did was a huge turnover there. I think it was 13 or 14 players we turned over, and we don't want to be doing that again. And that's why we took our time in the window there, and that's why we never had the players in. I mean, we never had all the players for 6 or 7 games into this season, which has been difficult and a bit disruptive. But we're trying to build long term. We're trying to build a good squad, and that takes time. And it's not something we want to keep turning over lots of players in the windows. So we've got a lot under contract and very good players that you can all see. And if we see something out there that we think can really improve the squad, we would do it. But if not, we won't. And it's notoriously not a good window. January, no one wants to sell, or they want to keep the players to go and challenge for us like we want to go to Europe. So if we can find something that's really going to improve us, we'll do it. I'm sure Dave and the board, and Dave's always is backing us. He's always there, wanting us to do well. So that'll never be a problem, but it has to be the right one.
Barry, well done today.
Cheers, thank you.